Hi, I'm Dave Poland. I'd like to welcome you to Portland Film Beat. Tonight, my guests are Lori Gabriel and Carell Taylor. Lori Gabriel is the director and writer and owner of Gabriel Films, LLC. Completed the 40-week immersion program at the Seattle Film Institute. Lori's latest short, Has Been an Island, was accepted into the Oregon Independent Film Festival in 2014. Lori has directed Has Been an Island, Delightful Humans, Blight, and Au revoir, right? Okay. She's one of the development writers for a global television show, Intergalactic Space Rangers, and is a writer for the web series Cosmic Embers. She has written for Jason Yates' web series, Awkward Moments with Jesus. With her film partner, Carell Taylor, she has been privileged to write, direct a multitude of short films, movies, and the web series Try to Find It. Carell Taylor, a graduate from the Art Institute of Portland, a rap singer, a camera operator, and sometimes an editor. Probably have to twist his arm for that one. He took first place in an Adidas viral video contest. Carell directed a 2-day shoot, delivering the final product on time and within budget. He was also part of the documentary called Death Gone Green, which was selected as one of the 12 contest finalists and premieres at the Hot Docs International Film Festival in Toronto, where it took home the prize for Best Use of Genre in the Nature Environment category. Lori, thank you for being here. Carell, how you doing, man?
Doing good,
So
thank
Lori,
you.
let's get started with you right away. What first got you interested in film?
Well, about 5 years ago, I was writing a novel, and I submitted it to this gentleman for review so he could critique it. And he said, you know, a good way to write a novel is to write the screenplay first, and that way it gets really concise, and then you get a really good story, and then you can decide if you want to do a novel. So I started writing a script based on the novel that I had, and I thoroughly enjoyed it and got great feedback, and so I just took it from there.
Well, it's unusual because usually they do the screenplay from the novel, but I understand what he's talking about, though. And Carell, what first got you interested in film?
Well, actually, like you said earlier, I rap, I do music and stuff, so I wanted to be able to put my own music videos out there, and it was just, I was having problems trying to connect with different people to get that done. So basically, I was checking out the Art Institute of Portland, just, you know, doing the tour of the school, and I saw their studio, and that's actually what got me into wanting to get into the Art Institute, because the studio was so great. And but the course that I took was video and film production, and just during the course of being there, I just fell in love with film and just the whole process and everything.
Wow. Yeah, it sounds like it's exciting. It sounds like you're having a great time.
Yeah.
So Try to Find It is your web series. The first episode is We Come Cheap, correct?
Yes.
All right. You co-wrote that? Okay. Can let's start, Carell, since you're talking already. Tell us the premise.
Well, basically, this.
Okay, tell us the premise of Try to Find It, and then you can tell us the premise of We Come Cheap, the first episode. Is that doable thing? Okay, go ahead, Carell.
So basically, the show is about two close friends. They're two best friends, and one of them, he had just recently lost his job, so they're trying to, mainly him, he's trying to come up with a way to further his life and to find a career. And so with the help of his best friend, they come together and they try to come up with businesses and things like that, so they can.
We're going to see that in the first little bit of the first series.
Yes, yes. But yeah, so it's basically that's what it's about their growth, you know, as individuals and trying to be entrepreneurs.
Okay, right. And the first episode, We Come Cheap?
That's about their very first experience starting a business.
Okay. What are a few things you learned making Try to Find It?
Well, we learned that scheduling is very important.
Is that right? Okay.
Yeah, a lot of independent filmmakers, they have very busy schedules, so it's really important to plan a couple months in advance when you're going to shoot an episode, especially if you have more than one location. So just organizing everybody and getting everybody on the same page.
Okay, great. Yeah. What did you learn in your previous films that you've made that you applied to We Come Cheap?
Well, I learned that it's good to work with professional people that are committed and really get in there and start working.
So, Carell, describe the appeal you think Try to Find It will have with audiences, and tell us why you think that.
I think that the show can can be attractive to a wide range of people for the simple fact that it's just about growth in for the individual. And you know, we're always going through different stages in life where we're trying to become better people or better financially and just as an individual.
Financially,
And
there you
yeah,
go.
exactly. And it's just about the, you know, the tries and the failures, and how you don't let the failures stop you from trying again, or trying a new approach.
So actually, you know what? I think we should take a break right now and watch the trailer. It's not a trailer. We're going to watch part of the first episode of the web series, We Come Cheap, and we'll be right back.
I know where you've been, and I know where you want to be. And today, this very day is your lucky day. It's your lucky day, because this is where you want to be. This space right here. You want to be successful, don't you? You want to be successful. You're walking down the street, you're saying, hello, what's your name? Or Bob. You want to be successful? Yes, I do.
Sorry, things aren't working out. Gonna have to let you go.
I know you are, but what am I?
No job's too small. Big pool, little pool, pond, fountain. I'm your man. Last night I got a little drunk, cleaned some old geezer's pool, and shot me up some squirrels. Them's good eating. Got the best equipment, and I'm on call 24 hours a day. Stewie the pool guy, 503-555-1212.
Yo, we should do that.
Yes, we can.
Like, man, we could really do that.
I know we can. I got faith in us.
Like, we would be good at that.
Yeah, we can be good at it. Everybody's good at it.
You understand how good you'd feel
Oh my
if
God.
we did that?
You sound so smart right now. That's exactly what I've been trying to say to you, man. Phil, you never made so much sense in your life before. I'm down. Let's tell you and I.
No. No.
No, what?
It's not what I'm talking about.
A commercial?
No!
What?
God, you're stupid sometimes. We should start our own business. Get some cash.
Excuse me, miss. I was just wondering if possibly I could clean your tub. I come cheap. Thank you for your time.
What are you guys doing?
Oh, well, we clean.
Do you see how you're dressed? No well-to-do person will ever give you a second look, let alone let you into their house.
I didn't think about that.
Did you go dumpster diving when you got this piece of crap?
Correct that. Recycling, baby.
Recycle.
Ah, it looks like you wrapped your business in black duct tape and trash bags.
Oh, well, I'll do the trash bags.
Yeah.
You did the duct tape.
You guys can do better than this. I know you can.
It's interesting that you open with John Birch, or is it Branch?
John Branch.
John Branch.
Yeah.
He's-
Well, actually, think what's his John? Yeah, John Branch.
Right. He's actually kind of a funny character, even without being over the top, you know, kind of crazy like that. He is kind of funny. The two losers, you know, one of the things I like about it, I call them losers. They're trying to be winners.
Yes.
Yes,
They're
they are.
trying to be winners. But what I like is that it's not the premise of a couple of stoners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole two stoners going out in the world and I think it's overdone right now. So I like the fact that, you know, they party a little bit, but that's not their life. They're
Yes.
actually trying to do something that's distinctively different. So is that what the other series episodes are going to be about? These same two guys trying to do other kind of
Yeah, they're not, you know.
silly ways of making money?
Yeah. Well, in ways, yes. I mean, that's basically what we're going to be going through with the characters. But there's also they have who is it? Calvin,
JR.
JR. Yeah, Calvin and JR. They're both, you know, they're great together. You know, just the dynamics between the two of them and the differences. But the friendship that brings them together to be so close. You know, it's just the audience will be able to grow with these characters. And,
Okay, good.
Yeah.
They have a really great chemistry together. So.
Good. Oh, you could see it on the screen there. Good. What did you, who was the cinematographer on that?
I was, and then also Josh Sonnenberg.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you have a separate sound person?
Yes.
Who was the sound?
So we had a couple of sound people. We had Paige Parker and Tim Kahn, and then we also had Chris Chapman.
Okay, great.
Oh, and Brian Minus.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who edited it?
I edited it.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, is that okay? Sometimes editor. All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Editing is not my favorite thing to do either. I understand that. So, how do you work with the actors? Because you're the director. How do you work with the actors?
Well, we first of all we get together before. When you don't know people, it's good to just hang out socially. So I get to know them, find out what they want in their character, what they're looking forward to playing, and then we do a rehearsal and iron out any kind of issues that might happen, and then we rehearse right before the show. So it's, you know, and we also read lines with them and that type of thing. So it's really getting comfortable with it.
And so, how many films have you made? We listed a bunch of them, but there's probably more beyond that, right?
There is, yeah. We a Spanish two-step. We did that one. A Delightful Hermits Part 2. We're doing a reshoot. So there's probably about 10. And then I'm also now a paid web series writer as well. So yeah, I'm building up to do my feature film. So that's
good. And you, Carell, how many films have you collaborated with Lori on?
With Lori, we've probably done a good number of them. I've probably done about 4 or 5 with Lori.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Right. And on your own then?
I've done a lot of music videos. That's what I did originally before I got into short films. So I've done a lot of music videos and a few shorts.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you both this question one at a time, though. I'll go with you first, Lori. What are your strengths as a filmmaker?
Well, I'm really good at recruiting people, which I've been told over and over again. So that's good news.
Yeah, it is.
She is.
And I think being clear communicator, explaining what it is I'm looking for in a scene or how to deliver a line, and also emotionally engaging scenes. So, you know, it's really good to keep people focused, but also have fun on the set.
Okay, cool. And Carell, what's your strengths as a filmmaker?
Being persistent. Like I'm always trying to work on new projects, and I'm always trying to meet new people that are in film. So I'm always trying to put myself out there so I can get more work and things like that. So yeah.
All right, I got off track of try to find it for a moment there. We're gonna get back on track here. How many episodes do you think there will be in total? What are you looking at?
We're going for a year, so about 12 episodes.
Okay, one a month.
Yeah.
All right.
Basically, we haven't been able to film every month, but we are. We do 2 episodes in 2 days, type of thing.
Okay.
So yeah.
Right. And have you written all 12, or just?
We have 4 written so far.
Yeah.
Right. And so each one of them is going to be how long?
About 5 minutes.
5 to 10 minutes at the most.
Right.
Yeah.
And you said you're working on a feature film, writing it?
Yeah, I've written the first draft. I'm just waiting till tax time so I can get a computer, and I'm gonna start doing a script breakdown of it and that type of thing.
And Carell, have you written? Are you working on a screenplay of your own at all?
Yeah. Well, for years now, I've been working on 2 full-length features.
That's okay. That's good, man. Sometimes they take a long time.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, it's one of them is a horror film, and the other one is a drama.
Okay,
so,
great.
Yeah.
Carell, what is your favorite part of filmmaking?
Just the opportunity to be creative, to try to tackle things in a new way.
Really? And Lori, what is your favorite part of filmmaking?
Just coming up with characters out of thin air. Just having them have personalities, backstories. That to me is the most fun. And then seeing the actors portray that. So.
Wow, that's great. Okay. What is your favorite screenplay? One that's actually a Hollywood A-type screenplay.
Okay. Well, I have a few.
Okay, that's okay. List them. We have time.
My favorite director is Darren Aronofsky. I don't know how to pronounce it. Aronofsky.
That's right. Go ahead.
Requiem for a Dream. I really love that movie because
Okay.
it's the visual tells the story just as much as the dialogue. And I like kid movies like Dark Crystal because of the imagination that goes into the puppetry, that type of thing. Because it's not so much CGI, but it really shows craftsmanship.
Okay, so what inspiration have you drawn from some of these films for some of the things you've written?
Well, I think because when you start writing, you have to have a specific value. And all these stories that I've seen in all these screenplays, they have a certain, like Dark Crystal is about accepting the bad and the good within you.
Right.
And so that whoever wrote that obviously had that as their value. And I think that and put that into an interesting world, something that's people can relate to, but it's not so over the top that they're confused by it. And then having that kind of creation around the characters, the world, and building that into this kind of, something that's otherworldly, I think.
Okay, great. Carell, what's your favorite screenplay or movie and director? Tell us all about it, man. How has it inspired you?
Faves are really hard for me because I'm a sponge. I just like a lot of different films and stuff, so I can't really. I mean, one of my favorite films has always been The Shining, just because I like just the suspense of it. You know, I like the build up and all that. So that's probably one of my favorites, and that's why I like to. When I can, because like right now we're doing a comedy, but when I can, I like to work on that, just the whole process of the build up of the suspense and making things happen, and just that whole creepy feel.
All right. Cool. So Carell, we'll stay with you. Who is your favorite director? We know who yours is. So.
It'd be the same. I don't really have a favorite director. Yeah.
Okay.
Kubrick?
He's one of my favorites, but yeah, I don't
Okay,
have a
so
favorite.
if you could be assistant, not the assistant director, but like an intern for a A-list director, so you could learn from this person, who would that be? You want to think about that for a second? We'll go to Laura, because I'm pretty sure she's thought about this one. Go ahead.
Well, I would not be an assistant director ever, but
Not assistant director, but assistant, an intern.
an intern.
For like an A-list, very Aronofsky.
Yeah, he's one, but I think for learning, I would go with Peter Jackson because he's so detailed every step of the way. Or like the guy that did Amelie, Junet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, he takes Polaroids of every single shot, not just a scene, but the entire shot. So just being that detailed in the storyboard and being able to have that kind of luxury to be prepared, so that when you get on the set, there's no real problems that are so overwhelming. You just go right into the
Right. I got a couple of questions here. I wanted to make certain we got some of those out of the way. Getting back to try and find it, we come cheap. John Branch. What's his role in this? He seems like a mentor, but he's probably the very worst mentor that these kids could have.
Yeah. He's the villain, actually.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. So,
Okay, so he gets that envelope. Is that a payoff?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. We won't want to go into too much more about that then, right?
Yeah, we want to, no spoilers. Yeah.
Okay.
But his
he's a
character
villain.
does get more involved, definitely, and yes, he does end up being a villain. Not necessarily by choice, just because who he is.
Okay, so as the web series goes along, do they ever find work, because they do come cheap, and we understand why, do they ever find something that they can make a living at or an income, and do they stay with that, and is there like a part in a series where they're at one specific job for a couple of series and we see how that pans out, or?
You want to?
Okay, well, without giving too much away, eventually we will, that'll be probably towards the end of the show.
Sure.
Into the whole entire series, but we're aiming for them to be successful in many areas of their lives.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I have to ask this, and you don't have to answer if it gives away too much, but do they actually find girlfriends?
Oh,
And
you
if they
can't tell
do-
that.
Okay. If they do, they've got to be some girls of, I don't want to say
Well,
low
right now-
self-esteem or something, but you know.
Well, Fred, there's a potential for him to have a love interest.
Okay.
Yes.
We'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
That's good. I mean, I want to see these characters develop, and over the period of the 12 months, and you know, getting a romantic interest, I think would be a fun thing to see how that pans out for them.
Yes.
Where they go with it, how the relationship develops, especially since they do come cheap.
Yeah, yeah.
And there's a reason why.
Yeah, it gets into that a little more in the second episode.
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
Yes.
So, Lori, if you could work with an A-list, what A-list actor or actress would you like to work with and direct?
Mark Pellegrino. He's just an amazing character actor.
Okay.
And he gets so involved in his
Tell us a
acting.
movie that he was in that you liked. There's
A
performance.
movie?
Yeah.
Well, he was in Lost, TV show.
Oh,
He
okay.
played
That's all
Jacob.
right. Sorry.
So,
I didn't
and-
know his name.
Right.
Nice.
And he was in Supernatural. And, I think Being Human.
Okay.
So I don't know of any movies right now. I know he was in Dexter too. So,
Okay. What about actress?
well, because I'm thinking about my future, I would like Ellen Page would be the ultimate because has a very strong backbone and innocence at the same time.
Okay.
So.
Right. And Carell, what A-list actor and then what A-list actress would you like to work with?
Actor, I would like to work with Jack Nicholson.
Oh, is that right?
Cool.
Yeah, you know, might as well with the whole Shining thing, bring him back. But
You
yeah,
haven't seen him around for a few years.
yeah,
you
I know he hasn't really been doing anything, so who knows if he do, you know. But it'd still be fun. But yes, Jack Nicholson, I would like to work with him. And actress, let me see.
I'm gonna let you think about that.
Yeah.
I would like you to, why don't you look at the camera, talk to the audience, and tell them about your series, how they can get a hold of you through your website or email you, and what kind of, you need people to do acting, other people to do crew work or support, and to tell them about it and ask for help.
Awesome.
That's why I want you to do it.
Okay, cool. So
There, that camera,
That
camera
one.
too.
okay, so we would love support. We're, any support you can give us would be awesome. We are always in need of crew members, production assistants, people who want to get their name attached to it through helping us out. The web series is very important to us. We're committed to doing it, and our website is www.treetheater.com, which is right on the screen. And I don't know really much else to say, but we would love for your support.
Who's that girl staring over your shoulder there? What's her name? She's an actress.
Yes, she is. That is Alicia Hooney. She is one of our leads.
Okay.
So, and behind Carell in the blue shirt is Calvin McCarthy. He's playing our protagonist, our lead. His name is Fred on the show. The gentleman next to him is J.R. Jackson. He is playing Luke. And I'll leave it up to you.
He's kind of a lead too, though, isn't
Yes,
he?
he is a lead. They're both leads. They're the two best friends. And right behind you with the glasses is Jerry Birnbach. Right
Okay.
there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He can't see him really. Wait,
Yeah.
wait a second. Let me go over this way. There's John Branch. There he
Yeah.
is. Look, he's kind of creepy looking behind me.
Yeah, he
Isn't
is.
he? Creeping up on me. Got to watch out for that guy. I'm telling you.
Good guy.
All right. What do you consider the elements of a good film and then a great film, Lori?
Okay. So the elements of a good film would be lots of twists and turns, something that people aren't expecting, but also, a concrete story that has a beginning, middle, and end. Something that hasn't been done before, though. That's the key. So,
Yeah, there's so many stories have been it's like there's being rewritten. Carell, what do you think are the elements of a good film and then again a great one? And then who's the actress? Yeah, you thought I forgot. No way, bro.
I think for a great film, definitely, like what she said, it has to have a really good story. I mean, the story is probably one of the most important things. You want to have a good story and you want to have an arc. You want the audience to basically to ride the movie like an ocean wave. It's gotta take them through motions. It's gotta be a film that's gonna touch them emotionally in some way, shape, or form. And a good movie, I would just say, as long as it has a good story, you'll be fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Carell, since you're talking, where do you hope to see yourself in 5 years?
I hope to see myself either in Hollywood or just having my own independent company that's doing well, you know, doing short films, full features, music videos, commercials.
Right. So, and what's next for you? I mean, outside of finishing this, shooting some of these web series.
I'm just keep working, you know. Like I said, I'm shooting a music video this weekend. I'm working on a couple short films, so just staying busy.
Okay, great. And Lori, where do you hope to see yourself in the next 5 years?
I expect to have 2 feature films completed and selling on on the internet, video on demand, and hopefully.
That's smart.
Yeah.
Because a lot of it's going that way.
Yeah.
More and more.
Right. Well, I had to do a business plan, and that's the #1 way to sell your movies now is on the internet. Yeah.
So I was going to say, what's next outside of this? So you're actually looking at doing a couple of feature films.
Yeah. Yes.
Good for you. I'd like you to look at the camera again. Since you are making things, I would like you to tell some of these people out who are watching what they should do, because there's a lot of people who are wondering, how do I get started making my web series? Tell them what they should do.
Okay. Well, the first thing to do.
There you are. Over the camera. There. Yeah, that one's theirs.
Okay. The first thing to do is to really have some kind of education. So whether that be volunteering on a film set as a PA, so you know.
Your film set, maybe?
Sure, yeah, on our film set. Yeah, it's just, you know, getting some experience, hands-on experience. And then second thing is to find other filmmakers through filmmaking organizations, Craigslist even, you know, go to the film office in your state or city. And then just start interviewing people and finding out if you guys have similar interests and similar skills.
How did you and Carell meet?
At work.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And so then it was more than just your regular day job. It became filmmaking too, right?
Yes, it did.
That's awesome. I really like it. Anyway, we're running out of time here at Portland Film Beat. I want to thank you for coming and watching. I want to thank Carell. I want to thank Lori for being here. There's a bunch of people over in the studio I have to thank. I have to thank Krista and Christo, who work here at TVC TV. They are extremely helpful and help do all the green screen and everything for me. Phil and Sue Holmes are in there. They're assistant directors. Ellery Nelson is my director, and he's always there for me. Awesome guy. And then my wife, who's coming up on 30 years. Yeah, I know. She's been around with me that long. And she's my producer, and I really love her and appreciate all the help she gives me. Until next time on Portland Film Beat, shoot for the silver screen.